surprise you to learn that some of the greatest Mexican food on earth can be found in Chicago, Illinois, and that the chef making it looks like this guy. His next cookbook is called Frontera Margaritas, Guacamoles, and Snacks. It comes out in October. You can pre-order it now. Please welcome Chef Rick Bayless. Hey, Chef Rick, that's Thomas Hayden Church. Thomas. Now, your English is very good. What part of Mexico are you? You're not from Mexico.
Well, I lived there for a long time, but my English is native.
I got you.
Yes.
And you're from where originally?
I grew up in Oklahoma City in a barbecue restaurant, and then settled in Chicago after living in Mexico for a long time.
And how did you wind up being interested in Mexican food?
Fell in love. I went to Mexico when I was 14 years old, and I just fell in love with the culture.
I will say I had dinner at your restaurant in Chicago, and it was unbelievably great. I was very impressed by it. What are we making here tonight?
We're going to make grilled tuna with an heirloom tomato salsa.
Thomas, do you raise tuna on that farm?
No, we don't ranch tuna.
Okay. You don't ranch tuna? Interesting.
But the cool thing about this, the perfect dish for summertime, the cool thing about it is the marinade part of it, which is what we're starting with right here.
Great.
Okay, so we've got, this is garlic that's roasted in the little papery husk.
Oh, really?
And after about 10 minutes in there, it'll get soft, it'll get little blotchy black spots on it in places. Once it cools down, which this all has, then you can peel that little...
Did you roast it in the oven or in the pan here?
No, in the pan, because it gets the brown spots. That's what you're looking for.
I got you.
So I've got that, and I've got a couple of serrano chilies. You could use jalapenos, any kind of little hot green chili. But it's a lot of garlic and a lot of the green chilies going in there. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, if you would take this and juice that directly in there. I'm going to pour some more lime juice, but we need a little bit more. And because this is a marinade, yes. Okay. Oh, you got it right.
Yeah.
Most people don't do it that way.
I drink a lot of gimlets.
I think I've opened up something here. I know something more about you now. And a bunch of salt goes in there because this is a marinade and a flavoring that we're going to use here. Perfect.
Thomas, you just stand there.
Yeah, you just stand there. You're doing really great right now.
At what point do we put in the tuna?
Okay. Next. That's going to be your thing, okay? So then we're going to give it a couple of pulses here. Now, you let it go until it's really, really smooth. I've got some over here. It takes about a minute or so for that to go. When you taste it, and that's what I want you to do now. Here, so a couple spoons here. Okay. So this stuff is kind of pungent.
All right.
Okay? It's pungent because it's a lot of roasted green chili. It's that sweetness of the roasted garlic in there. And tell me what you think of that.
I feel like I've been duped. And yet I want more.
I like the fact that your eyes are watering now, okay? I'm not going to bother.
Wow, yeah, that's got some real kick there.
But it's all this roasted garlic and roasted green chili.
Yeah, now I'm realizing that. Sure,
you could have seen what was going in there. Okay, now the tuna steaks, I'm going to hand that to you.
Take me to the hospital.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, tuna steaks go in there. Now, this is a kind of what we call a topical marinade. Just swoosh them around in there.
The tuna steaks in there?
Yeah, just put them right in there.
Okay.
Topical marinade is a marinade that only flavors the external part of it. It's not like you're going to leave it in there for a long time.
And how long do you leave it in the marinade?
Just leave it. Stop. You coated it, and you notice that stuff is kind of pungent. So a little bit of it goes a long way on that. So we're going to let those go here.
Okay.
Now we're on.
Now, is the overwhelming acidic, peppery taste going to break down the meat fiber of the tuna?
It would if you leave it in there for very long, but that's the reason I don't leave it in there very long.
Copy
because
that, Doug.
I don't want to turn it into ceviche or something like that. I just want to flavor the exterior of it. That's all I want
like
to do.
that. You knew that, though, Thomas. I have to say.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah. Pretty impressive. Okay.
I've seen tuna on the hoof before, boys.
Okay.